So, we just finished our first season of the Bundesliga and we got 4th place. We could have got 3rd, but I'm going to ignore the circumstances behind that and celebrate the fact we got into a good position. Bry got 11 assists last year, Glatzel got 13 goals, but I also feel like there's a room to improve here as Wolfsburg relegate Eintracht Frankfurt the last day of the season. Stuttgart also won, so ironically enough, the two teams that could have been in danger didn't get in danger. Gladbach at one point in the season were looking like they could be chasing for Europe, only ended up 3 points clear the relegation playoffs, so I guess some things happen sometimes. That being said, we are looking to improve our squad for the transfer window. I've already made some moves in the backroom staff, despite the fact I've not gone forward a day so far. And that's because I have asked the board for a lot of things. Improving the junior coaching, improving youth recruitment, and improving the youth facilities, because let's be honest, I feel like with the money we've got at our disposal of £53 million, because of the £71 million we just gained in prize money, we should be able to afford these things, even if we've got a transfer budget of £33.8 million and a wage budget of £629,000 a week. To put this into perspective, mind you, we are spending just £23.57 million a year on salaries. The top three are still spending a lot of money. So the Bayer Leverkusen thing isn't that bad. The Leipzig makes only a 2 places lower than they should be in terms of the wages per year salary stuff. So I guess it's not the end of the world. What we've done is remarkable, and we've absolutely overachieved massively. My main question now has got to be this. Can we build a squad that is good? Because we're in Champions League next year. A lot of the players are going to want new wages and new transfers and such like that. So we might be losing a lot of players this year. So thankfully, with the average attendance we get this year, we could be looking okay. 53,960 people per game is great. It makes our stadium feel very full, and it gives us a lot of money there. That being said, we are 94% capacity filled, so it could be worse. We could be Heidenheim, who have just 14,000, and yet it's 99% capacity sellouts, so there's that. We've only sold out 3 games so far this year, so progress has been made. We're making good money. The question now has got to be this. Can we improve other areas of the team? Like, can we get more money going forward? Is the main question. The fact that we are above Bayern Munich in terms of percentage is interesting. Even though they get 17,000 more people per game, it's still interesting to me. But still, I have gone to my director of football and asked him to provide me some selections of people. He has provided me with a lot of people because I asked for a sweeper keeper, a ball-playing defender, a north centre-back, wing-backs on both sides, deep-line playmakers, Mazzalas, a box-to-box midfielder, inverted wingers on both sides, and an advanced forward. And there is something to happen. Nelson Weiber has come up on the list. Yes, they are asking for 12.5 million. Yes, that's a release clause, so I'm going to ignore that for now. But we have been given opportunities. Lucas Lemeka as a player that has come up on our radar again. He has actually been linked to us a few times now. His wages is the issue for me, but he's also not starting. Wolfsburg still needs to survive, to be fair. They got the relegation playoffs to happen. The Europa League has got Rangers and Chelsea in the final because, of course, Rangers get in the final of this competition. Bologna take on Lens in the Conference League final, while Liverpool take on Real Madrid in the final. So the RB Leipzig domination of the Champions League didn't last very long. It was just a 1 year. And the fact they're not even going to be in the Champions League next year really says it all, doesn't it? That being said, we should go forward a little bit and see what we can do transfer-wise and go from there. I have a feeling this is going to be a difficult summer because we got players who are wanted by a lot of teams. We've also got players on big salaries. Sergio Rico, Ludovic Viz, and Mohim, and Glatzel, and Fernandez are all wanted. They're amongst my highest earners. The fact that 4 of my top 6 earners are wanted may be promising in terms of the fact we can get money for them, but I don't know. I would like to get good money regardless, and if we can get good wages, that's great. It's just a shame we missed out on Fish, but it was my own fault, and I need to rectify that. We've also got players coming back from their loan spells, and Jonas David could be a player that we just play this year going forward. So, an opportunity maybe to just throw him in the first team and replace Will Fish, I don't know yet, but stuff's going to be happening. I just need to figure out how I want to go about this business. And also, how many people are going to want new contracts, because that's going to be an issue, isn't it? Anyway, let's go forward a little bit and see what happens next. Okay, so social media followers. This is a new thing I want to talk about. We have got to 1.1 million followers now. The supporters now want to finish mid-table, and the fact we finished above the Brennan is really, really good. They want me to do the most set pieces, play entertaining football, play counter-attacking football, and defensively sort of football. So this could be interesting to say the least. And if I look at this is still remaining the same. So the club vision and expectations meeting, sign players based on Germany, sign German players, play attacking football, play counter-attacking football, make the most of set pieces, play entertaining football, work within the wage budget, and grow the reputation of the club, which we are doing, let's be honest. They want us to reach the Champions League proper, which we should be doing, and finish mid-table in the Bundesliga, and then grow the club's reputation over time, and then actually start working towards a top half finish in the next 2 years, then get a top half finish in the 28-29 season, and then maintain the top half finish. So the board is ambitious to say the least. That being said, let's talk to the players and tell them that we want to finish mid-table. Yeah, I appreciate all your hard work this season. When you come back from your breaks, we'll be getting down to business to try and earn a mid-table finish. They like that. Good. Really good. That's all I'm going to say for now. I don't want to say anything else to them. Half of them might be sold, to be honest with you, but you never know. Okay, so we've now got the season team report. This is what I've been waiting for. We compare poorly to the other teams in the Bundesliga, but we're only slightly below average in the Champions League, which is interesting, to say the least, that they generally think we could do some damage in the Champions League, but not so much in the Bundesliga. So we need to go ahead and figure out where we want to improve upon in the team, you know? So if we go to the assistant report here, we've got a few players. Well, our average age is actually 26. I haven't realized it was actually that old. And that Fernandez is actually our oldest player at the age of 32, which is crazy. But if you look at this situation, we've got more cons than pros, which again makes sense. They don't like our positioning or our teamwork or concentration, and the marking, and the error reach, the goalkeepers. So there's, and command of errors isn't great either. There's a lot of things about my goalkeepers that they don't like, but we might need to work on a few things. If you look at average wage, we are paying 17.6 grand a week on average. The average in the Bundesliga is more than our top owner by 9 grand. So we got a few things to work on, I think, here. And if we look at the comparison, this is a good thing to look at here. We don't have high international caps. We actually don't, not able to see this, by the way. So that's a thing we need to look into as well. So we're not going to be able to see these, right? But we're actually very average in the all positions part. So that's interesting. But goalkeeping wise, we're good at kicking, fourth. We're fourth in the reflexes. We are 8th in handling, but we're every which is the joint lowest. Command area is quite low as well. One-on-ones is good, but throwing is not great. And agility is second. So this is what we want to improve in the goalkeeping side of things. And defense, well, this is an issue we need to work on. Tackling is about mid-table. Marking is 6th, amazingly. Pace is 10th. Acceleration is 12th, but strength is 16th. Positioning is 14th. Jumping, which is 16th. Heading is 16th. But in look at the midfield now, we are 10th in passing, 6th in long shots, 5th in vision, stamina is 11th, teamwork is 13th, tackling is 12th, technique is 11th, and then decision making is the lowest part of our team. So if we can improve on that, then we could do quite well here, I think. And then striking wise, we got the best heading in the entire league, which is probably where lateral comes in, but we also got the worst or joint worst pace and acceleration. So if we can improve on that, we're good. Off the ball, we're really good. Anticipation is quite good. Jumping, which is second. So lateral's good there, but finishing 14th and long shots are 14th as well. If we can improve on these sort of things, that'd be wonderful stuff, to say the least. We can work on that, but we just need to be smart with the way we do business, really, don't we? Now, this is an issue we're going to have to worry about, though. We've got 2 players now wanting to potentially get new contracts, and Parai is on 16.5 grand a week. He was really good last year. He got 11 assists in the league, 12 assists overall and 4 goals, but his average rating is only 6.82. So despite how good he was, and despite the fact he can become a good Bundesliga player, he hasn't really... Oh, I'm going to have to see what he's going to want. We're keen. No, that is too much money. I don't want to make any promises. I'd rather give the promise, and I'd rather not say the promise of something and then go from there. But Pirai wanting almost double his wages is going to be annoying to deal with, but I'd rather not say there's that. But £7 million, and he wants to be an attacking midfielder. No, I can't promise either. So that's a problem here. So Glatzel, he's on 24.5 grand, right? Let's ask the agent what he wants. Keen on doing it. I can't give him 45 grand a week. No. I don't want to promise anything at all. I'm not going to promise anything. But if we look at the wages now, he's asking 40,500 to 49,000, which is down on the 45,000 to 55,000 pounds a week. So again, this is my problem I'm going to have to deal with, is the players are going to want a lot of money now. And I don't know how to really justify this, you know? So we're going to have to figure out this situation going forward. That's almost double his wages, by the way. That's irritating to me, to say the least. Okay, they're literally telling me that we've underperformed. No. They don't want me to do. They want to do anything. Hold the phone, guys. Wow, they don't want this at all. Okay, what about this? We're gonna be left behind. Okay, they've actually agreed to that. But the junior coaching, that's a bit annoying. They've rejected that. Okay, youth facilities. Yes, I know we want to do this, but I feel like we can definitely benefit from having players come through our youth intakes. Oh my god, they're literally not going to do this. Okay. That's annoying. At least the youth recruitment got improved, I suppose, but oh Christ. Of course he's now come to me about this. He is a player I'd like to keep around. He was really good last year in terms of assists, but I don't want to pay the money. I'll give him a new contract. I want to see what he does. I'm not going to promise him that. Regular player, please. Oh my god. I'm going to literally be forced into corner on tie. How much do we pay for this guy again? I need to check this. 650,000 we paid for him, and this is like I didn't even do it myself, so this is a good opportunity. I'll get rid of that, but I want to lower your wages. I don't want to pay too much, is the problem. I say 26,000 I'm willing to give him. It's still 10 grand almost more, but I don't want to pay anything else than that. Oh my god, he's literally forced it in. I should have locked it out. No, 27,000. 27.5. I'm literally not going to do anything more. Nah, I'm going to try and keep it that way. That's fine. We try to do this. We're trying to give him a new contract. Okay, I'm going to promise him anyway. And we're going to see if we can get this done. I don't want to pay too much money though. That's the problem. Okay, 29,500. It's not ideal, but I'm going to do it anyway. This can come back to bite me massively, but I'm going to live with it for now. Glatzel. How am I going to do this? I love the guy, I really do. But he's only a decent Bundesliga player. And yes, he was my top goal scorer last year, but look at his average rating was 6.9. I know I just gave Pariah a £29,500 a week deal, but I just promised him I'll do it. He does want to stay at the club. Let's look at this and go from here. This should come back to... He's an important player, so I'll give him that. It's that wage, isn't it? It's the bloody wage. I don't want to pay him that much. 32,000. I don't want to pay more than the average payment right now. So 130,000 for that. Actually, 125,000. So it matches the agent's fee. They still want 43. I can't really make it higher than the average raise. Higher than the average. 33,000. This is going to be painful, isn't it? This is the most I'm going to do for him. I'm not going to give him more than that. Yeah, didn't think it would. But also, we're also taking on stance that. This is also the reason I haven't actually saved it just yet for the end of season stuff. I want to see who gets, if Nagelsmann manages to keep Wolfsburg up instead of Stormstad. So there's that. And that's a 3-0 victory. I think they're going to stay up somehow. I could be wrong. And Pariah signs a new contract, so that's good. And Glatzel wants a new contract. Yeah, Pariah's our highest owner now on 29,500. The fact that I'm making 29,500 my highest owner, it's saying a lot. I can't promise Glatzel the money he wants, can I? This is going to come back to bite me. I'm just going to threaten the agent because he just said, could be more patient, but I don't want to return. Yeah, you know what? Then I'll just walk away. I'm not going to give him a new contract. Absolutely not. He's 31. Why would I want to give him a new contract? Also, look, it'd be good to give you a new contract, but I don't need to sell you. We're not going to talk about a new contract. I'm sorry. Your agent pretty much told me that I can't, so I really am sorry about this. Oh yeah, the DFB Pokal final. Bayern Munich to retain it against St. Pauli. If St. Pauli win, They're in the Europa League as a second tier side. Bayern Munich only won on penalties. Well then, that's all good. And this is now the end of the season review. Really good stuff. And yeah, we made some good signings, didn't we? I don't know who the best player. Who is considered the best signing? Asta was considered the signing of the season. Okay. Even though he literally had the lowest average rating of all of the players. I'm not going to question it. Zemmour had the highest average rating and played most of the games, yet he wasn't considered the best. But my board love him. Yeah, apparently some of the fans and board were not happy with some of my dealings. I also don't care for their opinions. But we loaned out a load of players. Jonas David was quite good on his loan spell. He might be in my first team plans for next season. But a lot of players that we sent on loan are doing okay. Yeah, 4th place in the Bundesliga. Getting to the quarterfinals of the DFB Pokal was good, even if we did lose to Nuremberg, who I feel like we should have beaten. But the biggest win was the 5-0 win against Werder Bremen in the DFB Pokal. The match we remember was a 3-1 victory against Schalke. And the goal of the season was Esposito's first ever goal for us against Bayer Leverkusen. So that might be a video in itself, by the way. Or sure, I haven't decided yet, but that might be a thing I just do. But if we look at the finances, we're definitely getting better and better. 13 million instead of the 10 million from last year. Broadcast revenue up by 100,000 effectively. Corporate hospitality almost up by 1 million as well. Match day commercial retail up by 300,000. And then you got the prize money, which is up by 58 million. So there you go. Good stuff. And we made 6.77 million in merchandise as well. So we're doing well for ourselves. We really are. How we line up was this, and understandably, we had some good players here. The fact that Latz was the only player to get 10 goals this year is interesting and a bit alarming, but we had a few players doing well on the assist side of things, so there you go. This was our best player in the average rating zone, mind you, so I actually think he's our best player. And unsurprisingly, the fans agree, even if he might be about to leave us for 30 million. Yeah, the fact that assets are signed this season is very bizarre to me, but what can you do? Yeah, Perez got the most assists in the season for us, so that's good. And hopefully we can keep this up. Did we get anything? No, nothing too serious. We did get the German Man of the Year, so I guess we're doing well there. History in the making, we looked sharp, and we did well to get 4th place. And we look at the situation now, we have done good. The fact we've got a really good situation and making as much money we have is really good. Oh, apparently Perez signing from Antwerp Brunswick was the signing, the runners-up to the signing of the year last year. I totally overlooked that. Okay, so yes, team of the season, team of the overall now, that's changed. Will Fischer's now in it, which tells me about how good he's been. Van der Brett is still in the team. I wonder if I can sign him. He's worth quite a bit of money, right? 4 million to 7.2 million. Is he it? Apparently he'll be better than some of our best players. The report's out of date by 3 months, but Sevilla won him. Okay, Sevilla looking at him. Interesting. But Ramos is still in the team of the season, despite the fact he only plays 28 times overall. Really says a lot that Johanlu is no longer in the starting 11. Some of the players we have over the past have not made it in here. But Muller doing quite well to get a 6.99 average rating. And Zemmour getting in there as well is good. So yeah, the fact that Zemmour, Muller, Fish, Hoyerson, Rico, and Esposito are being put into the team of the overall best 11 in the save is good. And there you go. We got 58,000. We paid 58,000 for where we did in the DP Pokal. Surprised again to the final. Unsurprisingly, makes them the team overachievers, the massive overachievers. I mean, how would it not be the overachievers, right? I might have just found someone that is interesting. Taylor Harwood Bellis has been set for release by Man City. I think it's Man City. That's his parent club, right? Yeah. He's been set for release. I'm going to look at his stats, and I think we might be going in for him. Available for the free transfer. He's wanted by a load of clubs. And I got some stats as well. Championship stats, mind you. But it's still better than nothing. Average rating quite high. Assists was good. Key headers. Headers 1. Possession 1. Shots blocked. So I'm going to make this call, I think. I'm going to ask the agent about the availability. Can I ask him to be lower? Alright. I'll make this move anyway. He would be our best centre-back. No question about it. So let's look at this and go from there. Like speed matches. That's not a bad release clause. I'm going to get rid of this, though. I don't like that. Can I lower this to 20,000 and see what he wants from the... Okay, so lower it to 17,000. So let's see. 25,000. And I'll make sweeter for you and give you a £20,000 fee. Okay, he's not upset with this, so 26,000. Up that again. And 220,000. It will replace Fish effectively. You know what? I'll take the 28,000. Go with that. Taylor Harwood Bellis. Resolute personality as well. This is why I'm going through my scout reports. This is literally someone I just got told about. And it's like, okay, well, he's considered really good compared to our best players. Would be our best centre back by some distance as well. So let's go with it. I also have been looking at Noel Buck. He's now wanted. Who wants him? LAFC? He would actually prefer the move to LAFC. I really like the look of this guy. I really do. Mazzala plays on the left side of the pitch. We're going to get another scout report on him, but he's highly regarded by my background staff. And I'm going to ask the agent, look, we're interested, we're keen. Yeah, apparently selling the player would be hard for them. Yeah, I'm actually going to do this. I'm going to make the decision to activate the release clause and go from there. So let's see what we can do with Noel Buck, a Wonderkid. That is on our shortlist because we have to know about him and he was brought up to our attention before now. Of course, as soon as I make the offer for the agent, he's announced that, yeah, by the way, Everton, Nottingham Forest, Bournemouth, Norwich and Wolves will want him. Thanks, guys. Thanks. Thanks, Tony. You absolute. Okay, Buck is definitely interested in the move. He's very interested. That's good. Okay, so would be important for us. I would actually have the release clause as well because it would be a profit for us as far as we're concerned. My question's going to be... I'm going to get rid of that anyway and just say, look, that's what I want. Actually, you know what? I'll get rid of these two things and I'll improve that and say, look, actually, you know what? I'll make it 200,000 for you if you don't include the other thing, okay? That's what I want. And I say 20.5, okay? There you go. Oh, also, Darmstadt might try and get promoted. If they somehow overturn a 3-goal deficit, I'll be surprised. They won 1-0, but lost 3-1 overall. So Wolfsburg have survived. Oh, I won the Players Manager of the Year award. Nice. That's good. All right, so now we've got 48.9 million in the bank. So we did make the profit. We did pay out a lot of money in bonuses. So that's probably where we lost our money. But money we're looking okay with now. We are committing to a bit overspending the wages right now. But we could definitely make some money back, I think, in the transfer window coming up. I think the two signs we're going to make so far are going to be big improvements regardless, honestly. In other words, Real Madrid won the Champions League final against Liverpool. They beat them penalties. Rangers lost to Chelsea in the Europa League final, so Chelsea win that again. Well, Lens beat Bologna in the Conference League final, so good for them. Okay, so it's happened. We have just managed to convince Noel Buck to sign for us, and that was quicker than expected. We've got our first Wonderkid. How about that? For £5.75 million. Happy days. I've also convinced the president to give me new scouts, and it's just one more person, but still enough to make me happy. Also, Buck doesn't sign until July the 1st, so we won't see him for a bit. And just like that, we've got a new signing. Taylor Harwood Bellis is signing for us on a free transfer from Man City. Another player that will be arriving on the 1st of July. We are looking very good right now in terms of strengthening our squad. And this is going to be great. Another 17 million release clause as well. It's really good that we can potentially make a lot of profit from these players. Well, this is good news. We have just cleared all of our debt, which actually makes me feel like I've never seen this before in recent times, which is promising. We're understandably going to pass the financial fair play for the Champions League because we don't spend a lot of money. We've also just been hit by a tax bill, or got hit by a tax bill over the year of 18.25 million because of what we did. Getting 58 million is always going to help us financially. And we've now got a new sponsor, which is great because it's gone up from 3.5 million to 4.3 million pounds a year, which is wonderful. We should get more money going forward generally. And our scouting budget is £390,000. We've also made some new signings in the scouting side of things. I'm actually starting to take control of the scouting myself, so it's good. But we've now got £65 million in the bank, which means we just got 21 million from the sponsorship income, which is great. And yes, we are now up to 21st in the sponsorship income. Bayern Munich actually went down a little bit. And I know Dortmund's definitely gone down. Leipzig's gone and lost a lot of money, I just realised. Weren't they 100 million plus at one point, or am I just hallucinating? I feel like they were higher than this. We've also had this come through, and honestly, I look at this and think, 30 million or nothing. It's the promise we made, and if they want to do that, then by all means. Either way, until that happens, I'm not going to say yes to a bid for Ludovic, even if I've got two very exciting young talent coming in. So this news article came in as we're talking about new Champions League qualifications since we managed to qualify for it. We have 4 players that are in the squad that are trained by club, and it's a bit awkward that I realized that Ostonelli, who was considering setting, is one of them. Suhonen is one of those as well. Jonas David, who's coming back, actually is a person we're going to look at anyway. And Jata, who is wanted by Heidenheim, is another player that's considered on the list. Suddenly, I might have to adjust some of my plans, which is a bit annoying, but what can you do? It's just one of those things, unfortunately. In the end, Germany only missed out by 0.25 points in the end of getting a final spot for the coefficients, which is saying a lot, but Lazio and Man City are in it. It says a lot that Man City had to qualify using this method since they only finished in 5th place, but what can you do? Yeah, the Premier League was crazy. Arsenal won their first title, and that's a domination that's been broken now. City literally, I think, just had a season they haven't been alive and just struggled to get into European football. Why Josh Sargent's got 20 goals in the Premier League for Norwich City, I do not know. But Everton, Burnley and Fulham all went down. Yeah, some of the teams that you were expected to get relegated the first year didn't get relegated. But then some of the teams that you expected to get promoted didn't get promoted either. It's one of those things. Also, Tottenham getting third. Their manager's not Ange Postecoglou. It's Urs Fischer. Postecoglou got sacked in the first season. He's now the manager of Ipswich. What I might want to let you know. Ipswich got 6th in the championship, so they're doing okay. Oh, they won the playoff final. They're promoted. Oh, fair enough. He got them promoted. Fair play to him. And now Jata wants a new contract. Lovely. Lovely stuff. This is going to go badly, isn't it? I actually need to keep him around. How much would he want is the question. Oh, he has an unfriendly relationship with me, the Asian. Lovely. Great. Regular stuff, no important player. Okay, 30,000. Okay, you're apparently just a leading vice Bundesliga player. I refuse to pay you more than you're worth, really. He is currently on 13 grand. I want to pay him, okay, double. I'll give you double what you've been paid before. If you don't like what I'm about to do, then this is going to be an issue. Actually, we'll need to give a release clause. Hold on, what's his current value? 15 million? I think that's reasonable, right? At least I think that's reasonable. Yeah, 50 million. Yeah, that's reasonable. 28 grand. It's double the pay raises game right now. I don't think anyone's going to pay that, but it'd be interesting if someone did try to. So of all teams to come and offer me the first job interview, it's Lyon of Ligue 1. I'm obviously not going to take it, but I just thought it was ironic that the team I did a save in the beta of Football Manager 24 will be the team that comes and offer me a job interview and be the first team to actually officially invite me to an interview. But I guess it's one of those things. Anyway, we're going to turn it down, and I just thought I'd let you know the ironic situation that just happened. Okay, so we have just seen a reputation get a boost, and we were considered the overachievers, unsurprisingly, when you realize that we were spent to finish in 18th and got 4th. So, happy days about that. And we also had 2 of the 5 signings of the season. Well, 2 of the runners-up anyway, in Zimura and Sergio Rico. I think we did okay there. And we've now got to the new season. Season expectations, unsurprisingly, have not changed. And I don't really want to change anything at all, if I'm completely honest with you. It really doesn't offer me a lot to improve our DV Pokal predictions. But they want me to. I swear. The board wished to hold a meeting with you regarding improving the standard of youth coaching. I tried to do this and you told me no. Yes, it's a great idea that you're looking to improve the youth coaching. Absolutely, it's a great idea. I can look forward to seeing the benefits that this will bring to the club. It's almost as if I didn't bring this up to you and you turned me down and now present it as your own idea. Thanks, Marcel. Thanks you very much. Literally, it's a junior coach and everything. I hate this. I hate the fact that this has happened. It's like he took my idea. Yep. Really is like he just took my idea. 100%. I guess I should be happy it actually happened, but even so, what on earth is that about? But yes, new season, we are here. Bochum got promoted along with Fortuna Dusseldorf, so good for them. And we are expected to be 15th still, because of course we are... Yeah, that's a thing. Oh, Ludovic Wies is up there though, as one of the better players in the list. Giancarlo Simic is on my shortlist because he's on loan from AC Milan. Also, Vice Bundesliga is literally just filled with Frankfurt players. How that team got relegated, I'll never know. And Jota has signed a new contract, so 4-year deal. He's here until 31. I can probably make a profit from him too, honestly. He's worth between 8.2 to 11 million now. Homegrown, always live. Might be worth keeping around just for that, but yeah. 8.2 to 11 million, if I get that money for him, I'll be very much delighted. We've also just had wage rises. I forgot that I gave Asta and Muller wage rises in their contracts. In my defense, Asta's only being paid 12.5 grand a week still, which is still reasonable to say the least. While Muller is being paid 16.25 grand a week, so again, reasonable wages. Nicolas Oliveira though is now worth between 4.4 to 6.2 million and is homegrown for most part in our club and is considered a decent Bundesliga player who could improve significantly. That'd be interesting to see if he's actually that good when he comes back from his loan spell from Nuremberg. And I've just been given new coaches, a new coach, a new physio, and an extra scout. Oh my word, I gave me an extra scout. Anything else? Yes, I gave a new under-19 stuff as well. Perfect stuff. Also, in other news, we're now considered the 6th biggest club in Germany. I don't know how it suddenly became that obvious that quickly, but we're actually now on the front page of major clubs of German clubs or Germany. So that's saying a lot that we've eventually, within 2 years, got to that level. But okay. Okay, we're actually going to send Matteo Rab out on loan to Trabzonspor for this season, which wasn't really planned, but we're going to do it anyway. And hopefully he can get good first team football and develop, and potentially we can make a profit on him. All right, so I let Christian Bornetto go at the end of his contract. I just didn't see him staying at the club and being good enough for us. He just felt like he was a bit weak as well. So his contract has expired. He's been let go, and that's 10 grand off the books. So we've now got 69 million pounds in the bank. So we're looking very good. Sponsorship increasing it again is helpful. And the transfer window is opening now. We are expected to try and sign Jonathan Bobby. I don't know how to say the guy's name, but apparently he's on our list. Same with Sebastian. He's transfer listed, and we're linked. You know what? This feels like a no-brainer. A 15-year-old would be linked with. Why are we linked with him? Why does everyone want him? I might just do that. £275,000 for a striker who could be potentially pretty good. Let's do that. All right, so this kid wants 4 grand to 6 grand a week, and he's a future prospect. I'll get rid of that as well. All right. Okay, so unsurprisingly, both players are considered really good. Hardwood Bellis is considered our best centre-back by some distance, the first good Bundesliga centre-back we have. And Noel Buck is our first Wonderkid, worth between 33 to 45 million pounds now, and I think we've done a good job here. I really do. Another good Bundesliga player. Well, what I'm going to do is end things on this. Mourinho has left Bayern Munich to become the Portugal manager. So congratulations to him. And Pep Guardiola could be on his way back to Bayern Munich. That's going to be a depressing thought, isn't it? What I'm going to do is end this here. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves. I hope you guys like and share this video, and that you subscribe to the channel. It really does help me out a lot. But anyway, until next time, goodbye, and well, good night.